With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 29, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
80 weapons. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call that a gain of 11. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try moving a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check this guy. Hey, listen. You must be true. Switch it over.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Tight, watch left. You're three down. Check that in. Hey, switch gears.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He's got Michael Irvin complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 50. Mike is a 50. Check right. It's just me and you. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
You go tight.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, visitors 6, Cardinals nothing.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On first down, Dickerson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. John Henderson, the big defensive tackle there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Irvin, 52 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he puts it through. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left. Got some real estate inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
Talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. A toss running left. Dickerson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover, and maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown! A big play there. 52 yards. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Buddy up. D-minus 50. Here we go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Go ahead, Reed. Come on. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Come on, set. Check hands. Let's go. You don't know no better. Check that.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Ready? Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Blue down.
Jackson operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big air. Check Mike 11. It's coming this way. Here we go. That's what. Check Mike 11.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. A very solid gain of 27. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to him. Hey,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And
the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Check, crouch, hey, crouch. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. We ain't giving him nothing today.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
33. Watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Jackson. That's caught by Irvin. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Check team on it. Team on it.
You can't hang.
Let's go. Five on. Switch.
Check back the line. Check back the line. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson forced out to his left. Letting one go deep here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Bend it. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Okay, double up. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
Jackson throwing again. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Exit. Hey, check.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also
rush coming, and he's taken down. Mean Joe Green coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Here we go. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. You run. Watch it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mean Joe Green, his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Second and 3.
On second down, here's Barkley. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
One, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. Johnson, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.